So we are here in the morning meditation, and what we're talking about today is about when we do spiritual work, when we start to become healers or we start to channel work. I have learned and I have understood, and I could feel it firmly in and through my body, that there is at the top of all of the spiritual practices, they kind of merge, they become the same, and then it's kind of like dialects, okay, and differences in culture, and differences in traditions, differences in languages, differences in, you know, whatever part of the world, earth, universe you're coming from, right? Padmadsambava was this incredible person. He was a real person. He was a shaman that also took up the, oh, here it comes, took up the practices of Buddhism. So it is a merging of working with the energies, understanding the different layers of spirituality. The senses that we can see, we can imagine them just like the hieroglyphs in Egypt, that they have 7 layers. Even Mary Magdalena talked about, with those who have eyes that can see, those who have ears that can hear, even with the seeing, when we start to balance the right and the left brain hemisphere, balancing the Sri Yantra and the flower of life towards that middle pillar, the middle pillar that is kind of like the Milky Way, right? That is that white matter in between the brain halves. So we have the gray matter, and the middle have the white matter, the Columbus, the column in the middle of the brain that merges the brain hemispheres. When that starts to balance and expand, then we have this capacity of becoming aware. Even our ear channels, they open wider when we hear beautiful words. When in the background we choose to hear the bird song as opposed to the freeway. And what happens when we open our ears, which can do now that I'm speaking and energy is coming in, just setting up ceremonial space here with all the beautiful guides, teachers, angels, masters, ascended masters, anybody from the highest love light vibration. We call in Padmadsambava today, who became a realized master from the Himalayas, which really combines all the countries there. We have India, we have Himalaya, we have Tibet, we have China, and that country that begins with B, that is right there. So it's kind of combining all these practices, combining the land, combining the deep knowledge. When we start to do spiritual practices, even Kriya Yoga from Sri Yukteswar and Yogananda and Mahavatar Babaji, who also comes in with this practices, we are allowing for our body to become the anchor of the spiritual light, the primordial waters, the deepest knowledge, the nothingness, the 0 point, through our body, and we're actually anchored into the earth. Now, really important, just like we inhale and we exhale, the earth is also a vast spiritual being that also allows for our energy to be cleansed and cleared and nurtured. So we need to have the both of the connections. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. This is the mantra that is very powerful, that Padmadsambava wrote thousands and thousands of years ago for just this time. Om Ah Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Okay, I say it one more time and I write it in the description. Om Ah Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Om Ah Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. So Om, of course, the primordial waters, the light, the vibration of the beginning. Ah, the most powerful chant, A-H, that draws energy from the root into the throat, but it also kind of blossoms up into the third eye and the crown chakra. Om Hung, Hung, Hung. You can feel it in your gut. It is hung, hung. I am that I am. I'm anchoring that strength through my gut, through my body. Om Hung. Vajra, Vajra. Vajra is that shape. You can see sometimes they have, it looks almost like an 8. And it's like a rattle almost, it looked like. It is this shape that looks like infinity, but you are holding the infinity in your hand, like a rattle, right? So you're taking the time. Om Hung Vajra. It is also this very powerful divine balance. This is the key, or the knife that slices through the illusion of us just being a body. Om Hung Vajra Guru. I become the teacher. I am the one that decide. I am that I am. I am choosing with discernment what energy that I pull in to that one I am. I am becoming the guru. And then Padma, the lotus. You are the lotus, right? You're becoming the lotus. You're awakening yourself. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi. The siddhis, these are the spiritual gifts. These are the extraordinary sensory organs that we all have, where we can utilize it to create a more beautiful life. We can use it for channeling. Those are the ears that can hear. Those are the eyes that can see with this balanced, neutral, loving eye. These are the loving eyes that can see through all the pain, the patterns, the heart walls, the blocks, the patterns, the sacred geometry. We can see the sacred geometry and we can understand the sacredness of all. Like we could either zoom out or become microscopic and tune in. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi. And what do you do with that hung? You take it into your gut, right? So this mantra that Padmadsambava wrote for this time is such that we become the one that is, I am in this world, but not of this world. I am the resurrection and the life of whoever you want to be, right? I am that enlightened being. This is the internal work where we get out of our head. We take the longest path from the head to the heart mind, right? So when we now, as if tomorrow we have a beautiful, magnificent day where It's the most important day of the year in many traditions. Many traditions. It is the spring equinox, where everything becomes anew. This is when the veil is the most thin, and it becomes thinner and thinner exponentially anyway, because the magnetism as it is of today of the earth is lessening. The solar flares are increasing. So just in the physical aspect, that spirituality is everywhere. Okay, God is in everything. Vibration is in everything. We're in the quantum physics now. Padmadsambava wrapped this up for us. Thousands of Tibetan chants are intertwined in this one mantra. So when we're dealing with channeling, with new spiritual gifts, with new energies that seems to happen every day, imagine this, that you are the captain of the ship. You can take as much hot sauce on your eggs as you want, or you can have none. But we must decipher for our own self. This is what brings you the biggest spiritual balance, is that you actually say, am I feeling all right with this? Is it too much energy? Is it so much energy that my mind goes to old habits and I grasp? Okay, am I happy? Okay, if it's too much, or if you're feeling exhausted, you need to taper down and say, okay, I did too much, I got it. Now, next time I choose just a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of channeling, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, to go back to that balance where the two brain halves can work in absolute the middle way, the balanced way. Why? Because then the light can flow through you, and life becomes eloquent, beautiful, and graceful. Okay? Om Ahang Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hang. It's very powerful. When we chant the mantra, imagine yourself standing on the beach or in the grass or in a forest, reminding yourself that this physical body is not separate from the earth or the universe. You're simply borrowing this body for a little while. Why did we come here to earth? What is it that we came here to do, right? And we're going to take a card today from the mudras. We're going to see if this corresponds. Okay? And then we can see we go into more of a meditative state. But as I could feel now, allow the energy to start to flow through your body, like you're becoming softer, more eloquent, more poised, more expanded. Receive this beautiful, balanced, natural, but potent, divine, graceful feeling, energy in emotion that runs through you. You're becoming like a battery. And of course, we get the Citta Mudrha, because we're asked to lessen, thank you, my love, lessen the Yoga's Chitta Vritta's Nirodha. Yoga will still the fluctuations of the mind. Okay, so we have the consciousness mudra. Look at this. This is perfect. This is dealing with our crown chakra. And this is where we receive just enough of the energy. Okay, so how do we do this? We have our hands, we fold the fingers, thumb and index, and then we put the heel of the thumb together, big thumb together, and the fingers touch, making this, well, it looks like 3, body, mind, spirit, right? If you look at it like that. This is called Citta Mudrha. Citta is the sharp, highly intellectual, spiritual mind. Okay? This assists wisdom, clarity, and concentration. Okay? This benefits to release tension in the face, the throat, and the shoulders, and bring the breath to awareness to the third eye chakra. This improves mental clarity. Citta Mudra. Bring the palms of the hands together, touching the pads of all the fingers together. Align the thumbnails facing outward. Bend the index fingers outward with the tips of the fingers touching and connecting with the tops of the thumbs. Relax the shoulders down with the elbows slightly away from the body. Consciousness guides me. You got it? Yeah. Consciousness guides me. So you can kind of look at that. Consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. And freedom is always embodied. Okay. Consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. Om Ahang. Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Just like Padmadsambava taught us that we are divinely connected and that we take time with spiritual work so we don't blow ourselves up. I've seen a few people blow themselves up in ceremony now, and it's not fun. You can feel very lost. You can feel very unattached and out of alignment with everything else. You don't want to do anything. You just want to sit and meditate, or you can't do anything and you feel overwhelmed. So really important to embody the energies. Okay, let's take a meditation. If you feel comfortable, you can hold a mudra and close your eyes. Imagining and allowing now the spine to be nice and erect, or you can lay down. But feel the flow of wisdom, clarity, and freedom washing through from the crown of the head, over your face, your temples, your jaw, over your gums, back of the neck, and throat. This light of primordial waters are flowing on you, through you, and around you, establishing a much smoother, more open, and deeper connection to all that is. It's flowing over the shoulders, in through the heart, clearing our lungs, all the organs, down the spinal cord, into the sacral, through the stomach, in through the hips, through the legs, the knees, the shins, calves, ankles, and feet, allowing this consciousness of freedom, of clarity, of citta, deep knowing to be reinstalled in you, washing away the programs, the erratic thought patterns, the shoulds and the woulds and the coulds, and turning up the volume of I know, of I belong, of I adjust the volume and the spice of my own sacred life here. I ask my guides, my angels, my teachers and masters and ascended masters, those who have once lived this world, to guide me forward so my path can be lit up like a beautiful rainbow shimmering red carpet. Every step I take, every move I make, I know that I'll be loved, taken care of, and guided. Excuse me, as we live our life in service of our spiritual awakening, in service of having fun, taking care of our family and loved ones and our communities. When we run our businesses, our work, it is in service for the highest and the greatest good for all. We become abundant on every level. We work with all the systems of our bodies. And we feel great. We allow for the energy in and through us to become beautiful magnets. So we're magnetizing towards us kindness, creativeness, knowing, abundance, a sense of wealth in all that we experience here. Somebody taught us that it was hard to make money. It's not. That's a program. It's all over. We look around us. We look at our trillions and trillions of cells. These are all God cells that grow, evolve, listen, vibrate, and radiate. The beautiful matrix that we are. We are the matrix. We are the ones. We live in a womb. We live in safety. We live in balance. We live in a cosmic egg around us. And this egg moves with us like a beautiful, vibrant plasma energy that brings us goodness. We see with our kind eyes. We listen to the beauty around us. And we are absolutely feeling good. It is more important to feel good within ourselves than clearing karma and clearing karma from the collective consciousness. Because when we feel good and we take time to allow consciousness to flow through us, like now, we're clearing much more karma for the collective than you can even imagine. Because your energy field expands for miles and miles around you, sweeping through like a beautiful galactic crystalline white diamond fire hurricane, gently blessing all that is around us 360 degrees. All the sentient beings, the animals, the plant kingdom, crystal kingdom, we align with that which we came here to be. We align with the heart of the grand central sun. We receive and command and demand to be alert, alive, and feeling good. And we are strict and to some extent stern to hold this field around us so that we can be of the greatest good. And the program that says that that is selfish, it's not a program for the greatest good for all. Because when you have a feel-good vibration around you, you have fun, you guide without knowing, you channel your higher self without trying. You're living the awakened, realized self. Om, Ah, Hung, Vajra, Guru, Padma, Siddhi, Hung. 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 I am that. I am. I am the resurrection and the life of the realized one that I am. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. Consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. I am the resurrection and the light of Citta Mudrha. I am a walking wisdom, clarity, and concentration cluster of light. I am a star system within my body. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. I and the universe are combined together. I am in the universe. The universe is within my body. I and the universe are combined together. I am divine and sacred balance of my divine and sacred feminine on my left brain hemisphere, combined beautifully through my ginormous white matter in between my brain halves, working with my divine and sacred masculine, the Sri Yantra. I am that I am. Om Hung. Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. I am combining all that I am in all that I am into the center of the center of the center that I am. And so it is. I am that beautiful, magnificent vibration on me, through me, and around me. And so it is. And today I'm receiving all day long. I am loving all day long. I am magic all day long. Everything is just flowing through me in this matter all day long. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padma Siddhi Hung. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And so it is.